If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Southern California. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Right to the air goes Ward. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Derek Hall there to bring him down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. That's out wide to Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing, Ward. Here's a screen set up to Williams. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Going right, it's taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 12. First down, L.A.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Again, it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. His kick is perfect, and the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Nix to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and Tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On the ground, it's the tight end. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. London brought in motion. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Kobe Turner in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Working across the field, he hauls it in. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This one from 39 yards out. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Ward. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And It's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. That's caught by Puka. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Wolf. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Ward. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
A pitch comes to Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to throw is Ward. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Once again, it's Walker. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
3rd and inches. To throw is Nix. That's into the hands of the fullback. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, his 4th on the year. Second down, Nix. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield, usually a sign of a hold. That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. On second down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, And it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. Now, deep ball for London. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. On the ground, this is Williams. Finding room to the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. Into space. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break.
19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On play action, it's Ward. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll go with Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Williams. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. Whoa. He's going to have the Rams first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Ward. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 4th TD grab of the season. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The tight end motioning left here. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing. Nix. He'll locate Cup. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready?
On 1st and 10. Ward. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. That is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. A give to Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Play action now. It's Nix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Moving to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third, they need 8. To throw is Ward. That's out wide to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. They cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. A 1st down throw for Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Huff brings it in left side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18 right here. 18 right here. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, it's Ward. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Third down, 3 to go.
19 Cox, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready?
They snap it to Ward. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
To the air again, Ward. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Again, it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Throwing again is Ward. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Pushed out to his left. And that is knocked away. Incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Third and 6. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete. He's got it to London. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try and run it with Walker. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
That is caught downfield by Cup. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They send the tight end in motion. Smith-Njigba left side, he's got it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's over the middle. He spots the tight end, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
18 Cardinal, Dragon 60.
On first down, Ward. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Byron Murphy getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Liking, hey, kick, go.
Out of the gun, Ward. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Okay, ready.
Third and long.
Come on. Set. 7 Tigers.
Here's Ward. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwaris. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. A give to Charbonnet heading right. Good running inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now Gibson. Has an opening. Past the 40. Down the sideline. Past the 45. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll run it on first down, Charbonnet. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Now, Walker. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Walker. Here we go. This is fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's taken in. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. They run with Charbonnet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Here's a big one. This third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now deep ball for London. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here it is, 4th down and 10. Throwing, Nix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Rams are right back in this one. On 1st down, it is Williams. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field.